I Kissed a Girl singer Jill Sobule dies in house fire, fans haunted by her final post. It started with a fire and ended with the loss of a voice that had quietly shaped a generation. Jill Sobule's mysterious final post, a sudden house fire, and a legacy of fearless music. But was it truly just an accident? Or is there something hiding in the smoke? Welcome to Visiona, where untold stories come to light. Jill Sobule, the trailblazing singer-songwriter best known for her 1995 hit I Kissed a Girl, tragically passed away in a house fire in Woodbury, Minnesota on May 1st, 2025. She was 66. Her death has left fans and fellow musicians devastated, but now questions are rising that go far beyond grief. Born on January 16, 1959, in Denver, Colorado, Jill grew up in a Jewish household that encouraged music and curiosity. As a child, she picked up the guitar at age 11 after watching her idol Mick Ronson play on the Midnight Special. Music quickly became her world. Sobule's career officially began in the late 1980s when she released her first album, Things Here Are Different, in 1990, produced by the legendary Todd Rundgren. Though the album didn't catapult her into fame, it laid the groundwork for what would become a rich and unpredictable career. Her breakthrough came in 1995 with I Kissed a Girl. The song was witty, brave, and deeply personal, long before the world was ready to talk openly about LGBTQ+ themes in pop music. While the title was revived more commercially by Katy Perry years later, it was Sobule who first broke that barrier, doing so with nuance and honesty. But Jill was never just a one-hit wonder. She went on to release over a dozen albums, exploring topics like mental health, feminism, politics, heartbreak, and growing up in America. Her songs were both diary entries and protest anthems, and she became a voice for anyone who didn't quite fit the mold. In 2009, long before platforms like Kickstarter were mainstream, Jill pioneered crowdfunding in the music world. Her fans helped her raise over $75,000 to produce California Years, making her one of the first truly independent, fan-funded artists. She collaborated with major artists like Billy Bragg and Ben Lee, performed everywhere from TED Talks to Pride events, and even wrote music for NPR and The West Wing. Her influence went far beyond radio. But despite her fearless independence and creative drive, Jill's final days were marked by mystery. Just days before her death, Sobule shared a cryptic post on Instagram, a cartoon of mythic sirens, mourning, whispering with the caption, "Remember when it used to be about the music?" To some, it read like industry commentary, but now it feels more like a quiet goodbye or a red flag. The fire that took Jill's life erupted shortly after midnight. Officials say it engulfed her Woodbury home fast, too fast. She was found unresponsive inside. While no evidence of foul play has been confirmed, speculation online has only grown louder. So, what causes house fires like this? Experts point to common hazards: faulty wiring, malfunctioning heating equipment, unattended stoves, overloaded outlets, and even spontaneous combustion of household materials. In cold places like Minnesota, space heaters and fireplace misuse are frequent risks. A small spark, left unchecked, can become a death trap, but fans aren't convinced this was just a tragic accident. Some believe Jill's final post hinted at deep frustration, possibly emotional or even physical distress. Others wonder if the fire was intentional. Was someone targeting her? Or did neglect and poor safety measures seal her fate? Jill was never afraid to speak out. As an openly queer artist, a progressive voice, and a woman unafraid to challenge the system, she made enemies in powerful places. Could someone have wanted to silence her? There's no official ruling of arson, no suspects, no confirmed criminal investigation. But there are whispers, online, in forums, and among her closest fans. Whispers that refuse to fade. Jill Sobule lived a life that mattered. She sang truths many were too afraid to speak. She carved a space in an industry that didn't know what to do with her honesty. She mentored young artists, pushed boundaries, and remained unapologetically herself. She was never just that girl who kissed a girl. She was a storyteller, a pioneer, a rebel with a guitar. Today, her fans are left with more than just memories. They're left with questions. Questions about what happened, why it happened, and whether someone or something could have stopped it. As authorities continue their investigation, the world waits. And in that silence, her music plays on, echoing with the same raw honesty that made her unforgettable. Was this a tragic accident or a final verse in a much larger story? Share your thoughts in the comments. Like, follow, and subscribe to Visiona, where we bring the stories others leave in the dark into the light.